Sports Officer. This role helps manage university and college sport and serves as a main point of contact for any sports-related queries. As well as organising varsity and roses, the Sports Officer is responsible for representing university and college sports, leading the York Sport Committee, and improving access to sports at York.
Hello, my name is Erin Chappell and I'm here with Akash interviewing for the position of Sport Officer. Now I'll just go straight into my first question. In your manifesto, you talk about inclusivity for students irrespective of their background. What gaps do you see in the current student union's effort for inclusivity and how would you provide improvement?
I would like to continue my point on inclusivity. As an international student and a master's student myself, when I get a busy schedule, in spite of that, I'm, putting a lot of effort into, participating in a lot of sports, but I don't see a lot of them coming up. Mm-hmm. So I would like to personally promote myself to show that, okay, I can do this. Maybe I can help you out to, to promote sports for masters and international students.
Mm-hmm. And you talk about the lack of handicapped and disabled sport teams and the want to create opportunities. What resources, such as financial, personnel, facilities, training, would be required to create and sustain such opportunities?
This is something I've witnessed. I've not had much of opportunities to work, in that area before. But I'm happy to learn more about that stuff, how to provide, facilities for handicapped people or deaf people, blind people, and, make them feel represented at any level of sport.
Definitely. And you talk about raising the standards of sport in the university. Could you elaborate a little bit about what you mean by this?
The thing is that by nature, I have a winning mentality. That is, I want every sports clubs to win, irrespective of anything that happens. But of course, support will be there. I mean, if I was elected, I'll give myself 100%. Mm-hmm. Anything you need, I'm there for you. And yeah, that's about it.
Yeah. And just as a general question, why are you running for Sports Officer?
Yes, this seems like a crazy question. Some people might have come to me and asked, you're here only for 6 months. Why are you running? I was like, because why not? And for that, I think people also call me a gutsy person because it takes some amount of guts to actually, run for an officer role, any role.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And one of the things to do with sport that I find a lot of people benefit from is the Activities Access Grant, which offers reimbursement of up to £80 to cover the cost of joining student groups. Do you think this system is fit for purpose?
I would say in some ways, yes, if it benefits the club itself, I would say. But for me, it does apply to some clubs. It doesn't apply to some. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I would like to look upon the grant itself in the first place if I was elected, and see what can work to in order to attain sustainability.
Definitely.
Cost,
And would this be expanding it to provide more funding?
Yep, 100%. Anything to improve funds and get funds so that the raise and the standards of sports will rise. I mean, I would like to put it at the top level.
Definitely.
Amongst the elite, I would say.
Definitely. And why should the student population of University of York vote for you to be sports officer?
I mean, I'll be brutally honest with you. I mean, I may not offer much of information as the other officers did, but one thing you'll get from me is 100% honesty, transparency, and you get guts from me. Mm-hmm. So, of course, I was only here for 6 months. I'm here for 6 months. 6 more months, and then I'll not be here. Mm-hmm. It takes some amount of guts, the courage to actually take a role like that. If I can do it, if I can take 6 months to get the courage to gather the guts to get and take the role, sports officer role, even more challenging, but I can do it.
Definitely. And as a final question, what is your favourite sport that you're most passionate about?
Oof, difficult question. I would say cricket because it's my number one sport. This is a sport I've started watching since I was 5. Then tennis comes up next.
Definitely. Well, thank you a bunch. We'll pass over to Polly to do another interview for Sports Officer.